What's up, you guys? Kim here with another video. So today I'm just gonna sit down and talk because I have no one else to talk to. I've been in quarantine for about almost 20 days. You know, I've been keeping track of it just to keep me sane because as of right now, the only days of the week in my head are yesterday, today, and tomorrow. I don't know what day it is right now. So if anyone can let me know what day it is, please leave a comment down below because I honestly don't know what day it is. There's not much to do in quarantine, if I'm gonna be completely honest. Like, I've just been kind of chilling and learning new things. So I used to be one who would never leave my house. Like, I just would sit and play video games for the longest time and I would just never leave my house and be perfectly fine with that. But over the years, I've like really changed and like grown into myself. Partly that is because I have more confidence in myself because I've lost like a bunch of weight. I just kind of became this person that is turned into like not a homebody.
My roommate's home.
I don't even remember what I was talking about. Great. So I've really like grown into myself and become someone who likes to leave the house and likes to be around people. I actually took a personality test like a couple weeks ago and I'm like in the middle of an introvert and an extrovert. So like I do like my alone time, but I also love being around people, which is kind of interesting how that works. Being at home all the time and like not even seeing my friends and only probably, I only see my roommate. Going from like seeing a bunch of people per day to seeing one person per day is like kind of hard, but I'm making do with it. So what this video was gonna be about is kind of like a story time in quarantine. I mean, what stories am I gonna be telling? I don't know. I feel like while being stuck at home, I have tried to find things that just piss me off. I don't know why. I guess like every day, like something pisses me off. That sounds really bad, but like, I don't know. I've just been trying to find things that like piss me off. I don't know. This wouldn't usually piss me off because usually I'm not home during the day to hear this, but a couple days ago, they decided that it would be a good idea to work on our roof without even like letting us know. So at 7:30 in the morning, I wake up to just like people outside my window. My room is like facing the parking lot. So if there's a bunch of people out there talking, I'm gonna hear them. The people working on the roof were just outside my window talking and being super loud at 7:30 in the morning. And anyone who knows me knows that I am not a morning person whatsoever. And if I'm woken up in a bad way in the morning, it just makes me pissed off for the whole day. I, look out my window, I see that they're starting to work on the work and I just start hearing like bangs on my roof. I pulled a big Karen move and I called the manager. I called them and I was just like, hey, like, I know like you want to get your work done and everything, but it would have been nice to have a heads up that they were doing this work so that I'm not woken up to it. I had a bunch of homework assignments due on Monday, so I was just like trying to like scatter to get those done, but I couldn't concentrate because of the banging. And that banging went on until 7 o'clock at night, until they were like done for the day. And the next day they come back and it's like a little better because I think they did most of like the banging work or whatever. They come back and they literally like block the stairway to my apartment. And I just see like a bunch of wires, like not even on the ground. They're just like hanging and it's literally like a big trip hazard. I see a ladder that's not secure at all. And I see the guy climbing up the ladder that could fall any second. So I took a Snapchat video, which I'll show you guys right now. Of course, they decide to work on my roof during a global pandemic where I have to stay in my house and listen to this all day. I can't even get into my apartment right now. But yeah, so it just like really like kind of annoyed me. And I know that's something that wouldn't annoy me on a regular basis, but also like if I'll show you it from my door. But as you can see, they're literally blocking like the whole doorway. Yeah, you can step over the wires. I'm thinking of like the worst case scenario, but what if there was a fire and like people are just running out of the building and trying to get out and there's these wires there? That's not safe. That's my one story. I have another story that happened this week that was really weird, and I was home alone. I think this was yesterday. I'm like losing track of what things happen on what days because all the days are just mushing together. So yesterday, I was home alone and I was just sitting on my bed watching TV. I hear this like faint knock like this. Just like 3 knocks. And then I hear a loud like bang on the door like that. I hear the 3 knocks and I hear the loud bang. And so I go up to my door and there's a little peephole in my door because I'm like, who the heck is knocking at my door during all of this? I don't know any friend that would come over to my house and just knock on my door. They would let me know that they're coming over. I look out the peephole and I can't see anyone because I'm looking like straight forward instead of down in the peephole because, you know, an adult who's knocking on my door would be like straight forward. I end up looking down because I see something in the corner of my eye and it's a little 12-year-old just knocking on my door for no reason. And so I just wait there and I stand there and he starts jiggling my doorknob. And I'm just thinking to myself like, okay, my door's locked right now, but what if it was open? What would he do if my door was open? Would he come into my apartment? And also, where are his parents? So I just see him like try the door and then I see him walk away and he goes really quietly down the steps. And I go to the window in my room and I just see him run off and I think he was with a friend or something. I didn't even see his friend, but he just runs off for a second and then he comes back and he starts creeping up the stairs to the neighbors above me and he does the same exact thing to them. And I'm just like, where are your parents? We're in a time right now where you shouldn't be doing shit like that because how do you know that my upstairs neighbor doesn't have the virus and you're touching their doorknob and you're probably just spreading all the coronavirus everywhere else? So, you know, that's another thing this week that just really annoyed me. But other than that, you know, quarantine's going great. You guys should leave a comment what you guys have been doing during quarantine because honestly I'm interested in what other people are doing. I know some people still are working essential jobs. I know some people are at home doing nothing because they're jobless or trying to figure out something to do, but let me know what you're doing. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you haven't already, leave a like and also subscribe because I need subscribers.